Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of professional wrestling and another week of wrestling news and brews. My name is Uce Juice, and right next to me is the greatest co-host of professional wrestling podcast, Jescomayne.
That's right.
How we doing this week, man? How we doing?
Oh man, shout outs to Uce, man. This past Thursday was your birthday, man.
Yeah.
Gotta get a can for that for sure. Oh, and Happy New Year, Uce.
And Happy New Year's, man. Happy New Year's to everybody out there. Is that Bud Ice?
Yes, sir. I got me a 30 rack. Got me that 30 pack.
Cheers, brother.
That's exactly what I needed. First fucking beer of the night.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I needed that.
Me too, man. That's a refreshment from last night, right?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, I was drinking Corona Premier all night, and my mother-in-law she made this Strong Island iced tea that I was sipping on.
Oh man!
And then we had the midnight champagne, and
heck yeah, that'll do it right there. That midnight champagne, that'll do it.
Oh, bro. Other than that, it was a great week, man. You got to see the live show, the holiday tour. I fucked up, and I'm gonna drop the video right now. I ended up, I did not, to my defense, I did not know that Bray Wyatt's hand was broken. It was broken.
And by the way, it's going a little viral right now. We have 61 likes on it on Wrestling News and Brews Instagram.
Oh my god!
Let's go! Yeah!
And to my defense, like I said, I had no fucking idea.
Let's go!
That is finger.
Now you're fault at all, man. I mean,
bro, because he's such a nice guy, man. Like,
you're just like he's on pain. You're like screaming, yeah, but that shit's funny, bro.
Yeah, bro. I felt like shit, but then again, I was like, man.
I mean, like, who would have known though?
And
like, he didn't seem mad. He was just like, oh shit, my finger, like.
Yeah, he didn't. But he went around telling everybody, like, I broke my finger. And behind me, I didn't know sitting behind me, there's this pair of guys who are best friends. They're like really fucking well-known wrestling vloggers, known as the Vlog Warriors. And what they do is they go this whole holiday tour. They went to every show that they did this holiday tour on, including every live event, every taping for the past like 2 months, and I guess they're recording, and they recorded Bray Wyatt coming out, and because they've got so much subscribers, that's how everyone found out that Bray Wyatt's finger was broken.
Oh, that's damn.
I was sitting in front of him the whole time. I was like, oh shit.
Hey, who's talking about these live events, man? What's been going on, man? Santos Escobar gets injured. AJ Styles gets a broken ankle. I mean, and these matches were crazy too. Like that Santos Escobar, he was in a ladder match. And I'm not too sure what AJ Styles was. He's probably working a hardcore match or something. I don't know, but crazy ass injuries, right? And
show. Dude, like I was confused. A lot of us at that Miami crowd were confused because the card that was supposed to open was supposed to be an 8-man tag with Legado del Fantasma against the New Day,
and a ladder match, right?
And Madcap Moss and Emma. And it was supposed to be an 8-man tag, and then they had cut to a backstage segment, like right when the show started. After Legado del Fantasma made their entrance, they cut to a backstage scene where Zelina was helping, or not Zelina, but Woods was down. I guess he got injured, and then they brought out Kofi, Madcap Moss, and Emma to the ring, and they said Santos Escobar is going to sit out. And I yelled, I was already drunk, and I yelled, "You guys are sitting out the wrong fucking guy!" And then somebody behind me goes, "Hey man, outside kayfabe, he's actually injured." I was like, motherfuckers. And then that's when I found out that he was injured, and like behind the scenes. I was like, shit. Yeah, a lot of these guys, I don't know what it is, man. Like, you could tell, like, they have a lot of fun at these live events because you see a lot of the shit during these house shows that you wouldn't see on TV. Like,
like you'll see like a referee picking up a wrestler like Dolph Ziggler and stuff like that. Like they'll do whatever, all this stuff, and it's just mainly like a fun show. That's why, like, when I see these injuries, I'm like, man, what the heck happened? Like, it's just a live event,
That's why, like, I think like because there's, I wouldn't say they're not taking it serious, but like I think because there's so much freedom to do what they want to do in
Right.
these matches,
And it's not televised, so
it's not
exactly.
televised. So I think
Yeah.
like sometimes they do shit that they might not have been structuring to fucking perform on live TV. So they just do
Right.
what the fuck they want. But a lot of these guys are getting injured, man. Bray Wyatt's fingered, Santos
Yeah.
Escobar,
Right.
AJ Styles. I think he's like his knee or something. I don't know what
It's
happened.
his it was his ankle. I heard it was he broke his ankle.
Fuck, man. And
Yeah, that sounds bad, especially the Rumble coming up. Damn.
dude, right? But you know what? In terms of the OC, I get that AJ Styles is a leader, but this gives guys like this gives Carl Anderson and
Right, a
Luke
chance.
Gallows, you know what I mean, a chance to
Yeah.
shine as the OC being the front runners. It's not like they
Shit,
haven't been
yeah,
doing a lot,
even Mia too. Yeah.
even Mia Yim,
Hey,
but
Oos, I was gonna say there was no Monday Night Raw. It was like a little highlight package or whatever. Like what we talked about right now. Yeah, Cody Rhodes was the highest point from that.
yep.
Just to watch it. I was gonna say, aside from Raw, um, we're not really gonna talk about it. So I wanted to bring up from Pro Wrestling Noah, the Great Muta versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Did you see that match?
No, I didn't, but I did get to see the highlight clips
There
all
you
over
go. Yeah,
Twitter.
I
Yep.
didn't watch the whole match, but I saw the entrance and I saw the highlights. And man, what impressed me,
Man,
man, what really impressed me was that match was good from what I saw, and I like that fucking the Great Muda sprayed Shinsuke's face like twice. It was like green mist, it was black mist, and at one point of the match, I guess Nakamura got pissed and he freaking sprayed like I don't know, it was like a it was another spray that he sprayed him with, but it was tight, bro. I really liked that match. It was good.
it was, and then he hit him with the Kinshasa to win the match. And what is Muda's retirement match, right? If I'm not
Right.
mistaken. Man,
Yeah, the retirement tour.
a
Uh
storied career, man. You know,
I
great
would like
things.
to see that entrance. He was wearing like this white robe. Like bring him like
Yeah,
that in WWE. That looks sick, bro.
and they brought back the violinist who's been
Right?
known to,
Yeah.
you know, it was great, the presentation. I mean, but it's, you gotta look at it. It's Shinsuke Nakamura in Japan, man. This is, this is like presenting fucking this is like presenting, shoot, how do I say it? It's like when you take ECW originals and put them in front of the Philly crowd.
Right.
We're putting Shinsuke Nakamura back in Japan, and fuck, I hate to say it, but it took Pro Wrestling Noah one night to make him look like a megastar.
Right.
Recently he hasn't been presented as such in WWE, which clearly, it goes to show after tonight's presentation of him and how he went out there.
Yeah.
It shows that fuck, he's got it. He can be. It's just now it's just trying to market these fans that WWE has to try and market him to them so they could get behind him. That's all it really is. But he can do it, man. He has the potential to be a star. He won the Royal Rumble. He was supposed to be the world,
Right.
the WWE champion, but they put AJ over him at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. I get it. But anyways, yeah, that from what I know, that I heard that show, that match was really well. We'll go back and look at it. But man, dude, it was today, I believe, right?
I think so. Yeah, New Year's Day. And also Wrestle Kingdom's coming up too on the 4th. So
Yeah,
that's gonna be sick, bro.
that's gonna be sick. You already got Carl Anderson. You have a New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view with an AEW star as one of an AEW star and a WWE star that are also wrestling on this card. You got
Right.
Kenny Omega taking on Will Ospreay and
Osprey.
Carl
Yeah.
Anderson taking on Tama Tonga. If you talk about Forbidden Door, it's definitely not Tony fucking Khan. It's New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Seriously, yeah, they're the
Oh,
ones. Yeah, exactly. They got WWE guys, they got AEW guys, maybe some Impact wrestlers. They usually do.
yeah.
Man, yeah, that's awesome, bro. I
Hey,
like all that Forbidden Door stuff.
yep. New Japan's in their bag, man. You can't knock them for their hustle, dude.
Hey, Oos, moving on to NXT. I gotta say, man, that Julius Creed versus JD McDonough to start off that was a clean match, bro. It was
Yep.
clean. I
It
like
was clean.
both guys, great fucking match. But the thing is, man, is it just me or are they starting to bury JD McDonough? Because I was surprised that he lost.
I was surprised too. I mean, because Julius Creed he's not a singles wrestler, so he should, to my understanding, if he's not a singles wrestler, he shouldn't really be winning singles matches unless he's known to be a really great single star. But that's why you never really see Montez Ford winning these solo matches, or a lot of these tag teams who have a one guy from their prospective stable running into a singles match.
And Montez Ford's, I've been hearing rumors that he's gonna blow up to be a singles wrestler this year. So
Yeah, but where does that leave Angelo Dawkins, bro?
right, and they're high on Angelo too. So I'm pretty sure they're just gonna split those guys.
Yep, I think eventually too. Maybe in the draft, I don't see one of them turning on the other.
Draft. There you go,
Draft,
man. There
maybe
you
they split
go.
them up, and it's worked well for a lot of teams in the past where both guys have gone off and done their own thing. For
Right.
the Shield, for example, I'm not saying they're splitting the draft, but when WWE makes a decision to split stables and split, these factions, most of the time, I mean, there'll be one guy who rises to the top, and a lot of the other guys won't. But for the most part, every time WWE kind of splits these tag teams, it gives them an opportunity to grow, and most of the time they do well. But getting back to NXT, Julius Creed, his tag, the Creed brothers are a fucking a dominant tag team, one of the best in NXT today, which surprised me because they're supposed to be booking JD McDonough, who was a big star at NXT UK. To have Julius Creed go over him was kind of a head scratcher to me. Like, I mean, I can't stand JD McDonough to start off with. He's kind of weird, but it's just
He's kind of weird.
kind of weird, man. You know what I mean? It's kind of gives me fucking, he gives me what's his fucking name? Dexter Loomis vibes, stalker vibes, but in a fucking
Yeah, that like that
way.
gimmick he has. My
Yeah,
bro
it's not.
likes to say that he has a big head too.
He does, man. He looks shit, man. He does have a big head. I mean, I get his ego. Like you talking about physically big head, or like his ego is a big
No,
head.
no, he has a huge head, bro.
Oh, physically, yeah, shit. Oh, bro, Buddy's got a noggin on him, man. He's got a. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, dude, his head kind of does look. It doesn't match well with his body. You know, there's a lot. But other than that, man, you can't go wrong with Julius Creed in any match, to be honest. Uh,
For
shit.
sure.
But moving on after that, Cora Jade versus Wendy Chu.
The generation of Jade. I like
But
her entrance.
Wendy Chu going over on Cora Jade, though.
Yeah.
Uh, well, Wendy Chu did come out with like kind of like she was kind of like angry. She's not. She was kind of out of her own element where she's just really chill, laid back. She came out attacking Jade before the announcer could even
That's
could
right.
even get her name out of his mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she hit that sit out power bomb and that diving crossbody. I was like, shit. You know.
Did
Sorry,
you also
what?
Did you also get to see that Hajiro?
Oh, the
Versus
Hikamanjiro and the
yeah. I
Hey,
kind of, you know what? One thing about that, I was just like, the dude's working strong style. He was working stiff. I saw a couple of shots there reminding me of New Japan, and I'm like, if they get that guy to wrestle like that, he already has like an entertaining kind of gimmick. So
Yeah.
throw him like, some strong style moves. I'm pretty sure people will get behind him.
Ikemen I mean, I'm not really too familiar with his past. I mean, do you
Yeah,
know
me
any-
either. Yeah, me
Yeah.
either.
But I mean, Japanese wrestler, I can only assume that he either came from New Japan, Pro
Yeah.
Wrestling Noah, All Japan, or not All Japan, but New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, one of the bigger, because that's where WWE really draws a lot of their Japanese talent from, like from those major Japanese
For sure.
promotions. But I've got to look into him. But yeah, he's entertaining. But Scripps is fucking athletic, man. You know
Oh,
what
of
I mean?
course, man. I mean,
Jeez.
he's no longer Reggie, but
No
he
longer Reggie, but
he's definitely an entertaining wrestler for sure.
definitely, man. But I mean, they gave him this persona, this Scripps persona. I mean, to me, I'm not really a big fan of it, but I was never really a big fan of a lot of gimmicks, and now I'm buying into it so much. Like, for example, fucking what you call it? Bray Wyatt. When Bray Wyatt first debuted with the Wyatt family, I wasn't really a big fan of it until give it time, and it grows on you in a way. So
Yeah.
we never know what this Scripps gimmick.
Did you hear the inspiration, or not the inspiration, but the background of this character, how it became to be with this character? It was yeah, bro. I was kind of
No,
tripped
I
out.
didn't. Well, what
Yeah.
was it?
I was watching a YouTube video where they were talking about the Scripps character, and
Yeah.
it was based on a true story, like where there's this obsessed wrestling fan, and he would just be hanging out outside the WWE Performance Center, and he'll be
Yeah.
like stalking that place, like just trying to hit up wrestlers. And yeah, like I remember like the divas were talking shit to him, like, "Hey, get the hell out of here," and this and that. And he would just be stalking that place like all the time, and until like the cops had to come and arrest him. They already arrested that guy like 2-3 times, and he just busted out doing promos and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be the next top guy in Raw and this and that," and he was a little crazy, but that's where it came from. That
Yeah,
that scripts character. So I was like, "What the heck?" I didn't think they would have used it as a storyline.
me either, man. I mean, or not me either, but you wouldn't think that WWE would kind of take real life fucking characters like that.
Right,
And,
like a crazy
but
fan.
I mean, it's like you know what I mean, like what it is. It's not the same WWE that we're used to anymore. This is Triple H's cutting edge fucking WWE that he's bringing to life. So
That's
you know,
right.
one thing about NXT that I was a big fan of was we got to see Charlie Dempsey in action,
Right.
and his story with Drew Gulak just continues to build. I got to see Drew Gulak wrestle live this past Thursday against Karrion Cross, and my God, man, seeing Karrion Cross or seeing Drew Gulak wrestle in person was like watching a fucking art, man. He's such a great technical fucking wrestler. It's crazy, man.
And did you see that segment they have him of he had the mic on and he's over here training the fucking wrestlers?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was funny,
He's
bro.
this sorry, this story that he has with Charlie Dempsey. It's interesting, man. It's I think they're trying to put it into an angle where they're gonna start their own wrestling school and train like these under or these lower level wrestlers to become fucking machines, these fucking killers in their own old school technical wrestling style. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me so much of fucking Blackpool Combat Club and their
Oh
whole,
yeah, okay,
you know,
yeah.
it reminded me of like their whole spiel of taking these guys and making them the best they can be, such as fucking Wheeler Yuta, uh bringing in fucking Claudio, and they're just taking these fucking wrestlers and they're making them to fucking killers, all with the helm of William Regal. Now Mr. Regal is no longer with AEW as of official of today, January 1st, 2023. He is back.
Hey,
He is back in WWE as an office guy because Tony fucking Khan, that prick, is not allowing him to appear on screen for I think like months on end. Like he's got like 8 or 9 months. That was the agreement. Like I'll let you go back to WWE, you know what I mean, in good faith because you want to go help your kid, but you're not allowed to be on TV over there. You can't be on their TV programming, which is bullshit. You know what I mean? But if he's back
that's
in,
that's an exact rule or something. Like he can't
no,
like.
that was the agreement. I don't know
Oh,
the quote unquote like what it was word for word, but if you Google it or if you even fucking YouTube it, he's already come out about it and talked about it, and that was a big agreement. Like he had like a clause in his contract where he could leave at any time he wanted to, but he went up to Tony and told him like hey, I want to go back to WWE. Well, I'm not saying this for fact, but this is what has been leaked that he went up and said, I want to go back and, help train my son in WWE. And Tony said, okay, I respect you, but you can't go on their TV
that's
program.
not right, bro. It's not right
That's
because
not,
William Regal,
man.
especially right now, man, he's captivating. You want to hear what he has to say, like especially
Yeah.
his acting, bro. It's not even acting; it's like real. Like this guy. Oh my
He's
god.
fucking real, dude. That at least I think it's about a year or like 9 months to a year where he cannot appear on TV for WWE. But I feel
Uh,
like Triple H is gonna say, "Hey, fuck that! Survivor Series 2023 War Games.
yeah.
You know, you know
Let's
who's fucking coming
go.
out, man. You
Let's
know who's coming
go.
out. It's War Games."
That's
But
not bad, bro. A year, I mean, shit, that's gonna pass by fast.
you know what makes me sick is the IWC killed Vince McMahon and Nick Khan for putting these 90-day fucking non-compete clauses on their superstars.
Right.
But when it's Tony Khan barring William Regal for doing anything after a year, everyone's like, "Oh well, I mean, it's a contract that deals like, bro, you got to carry that same energy both ways, bro."
Yeah, for real. You can't just be like, I mean, we're fans of WWE, but we're not like we're just gonna be backing them up for any little fucking thing. I mean, we're gonna talk straight up about it.
Absolutely, brother. And but
Oh, bro, Tony D'Angelo versus Wesley. Well, before I get into that, that six-man tag they had Schism versus Odyssey Jones and those other guys.
yeah,
One point of that match, I had to bring this up because Odyssey Jones, where you kind of like break the fourth wall on wrestling, like where like the Fiend, where nobody could pin him and nobody could do this to him or that. Well, there's a something like that where Odyssey Jones was taking nothing but suicide dives. Like all guys from Shism were just giving him suicide dives, and he was just
Yeah.
like taking it, like still standing there. That shit was funny, bro. It's
I
pretty
didn't
cool
think
to
about
see
that.
that because yeah, it's just like something different. Because usually you get a suicide dive, you're gonna fall down, you're gonna but this
Yeah.
guy's just taking them and taking them. It's just that was pretty cool.
Those suicide dives, man. That you know what? That's another move that's fucking overplayed. But when the right people hit it,
Yeah,
fuck, man, that shit looks devastating. Finn Balor's Tope Suicido looks fucking insane,
nice,
man.
bro. Daniel Bryan back in the day, 14
Oh
doing that shit. Oh
yeah,
my god, that was like
Dan-
the big
that Daniel
pops.
Bryan, Daniel Bryan nowadays. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I mean he's got to be kind of careful doing that.
Yeah, there you go. Like,
High risk.
yeah, that's why I had to mention 2014-15 Bryan because that was the best Daniel Bryan of all time.
Oh, most definitely, man. But you know, that was to me that was a great NXT episode. I don't wait to end the year. Moving on to Wednesday night, man. Dynamite, bro.
Dynamite.
If you want to start us off with Dynamite, brother.
We have Daniel Bryan versus Ethan Page. And MJF was watching from the skybox, and that's when I had gave you that comment. It's like, what the hell is MJF doing with Shotzi?
Yeah, dude. I swear to God, I thought so too when I saw it. I was like, uh, did she fucking like make a deal with Tony Khan or some shit? Or
Dude,
is,
that was so random too, because this chick has piercings and she looks like a
Mhm.
fucking vampire, a gothic chick,
Yeah.
and chilling with MJF. And he's all like, "Oh, this is the most beautiful chick I could find." And what the hell is that about? Like,
Dude, I think I first saw it and I think everybody thought the same thing. Like, what the fuck? Before we even, you know what? Before we even get into this episode, I wanted to bring up that this was their New Year's smash. I think they had one last year too, right?
yeah,
But man, this one drew 800K, bro.
800K.
That's not good, man. Ah, it's like
And
fuck.
there's those stupid ass marks on there saying, "Oh, AEW beat Raw in the ratings." Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dumbass. It was a highlight show.
Yeah, and you know what? That goes a lot to say. Like, yeah, WWE drew like 1 million, 1.2 million, I think.
Yeah, no, it
Uh,
was like 1.3, 1.34, something like that. Like it was
1.34
like
million.
1.4. We'll just say 1.4.
I mean, you're gonna have a fucking your A show lose to a fucking show where they just replayed the entire year over. I mean, that's not really something to fucking like. Come on now, like at this point, it's kind of ridiculous when you try to compare both shows. Like when they try to compare themselves to WWE, which they say like, no, we don't care about that, bro. You guys care about WWE a
Yeah,
lot.
y'all do because even Tony Khan was saying, "Oh, we're gonna go head to head Rampage live within SmackDown, and we're gonna beat their ratings." And did they? I'm not too sure, but yeah,
Yeah,
he's one of those guys. To me, it's just a crazy ass fanboy. Mark Tony Khan, man, he should act professional, man. Like I don't know why
he
he acts like
should,
a
man.
fucking kid, bro. Like
I I don't know. I don't either, and it's irritating. I mean, like fuck if you're so concerned about what the other guy is doing, you're never gonna see yourself progressing in anything. You know what
right.
I
How
mean?
do you get better if you're just copying shit or you're like, oh yeah, we won or this and that.
Right? Like what? Like it makes no sense. But then again, it's like whatever. Like when you, cocaine's a hell of a drug, bro. You know what I mean? You just say that. You know what I mean? But anyways, one of the matches that I really liked on this episode was the Blackpool Combat Club versus Top Flight and
Top
Dante
flight.
Martin. Dante Martin was labeled as the guy who it was the Iron Man of AEW this year. He's had the most matches for AEW the entire year, which I mean, no knock to him. He had to kind of draw himself away because his brother was injured for most of the year, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
So he went out and just fucking killed it, man. But uh, you know, fuck, dude, you can never go wrong with a Mox match, man. I mean,
Bro,
fuck.
and that uppercut from Claudio,
Ah,
that was insane, bro. He like did like this extra spin to it. He hit the shit out of that guy. And on top of that, when he pinned him, he was just like staring at him still and all pissed off. But that was a good match.
good match. We also had Hook versus Balaam Lynx, which was kind of a squash match, right? Wasn't it?
I like that little run-in where Jungle Boy comes out to save
Hook.
Hook, and then at one point Hook tries to fucking suplex what's his face that big guy.
What's his fucking name? Shit.
I think I wrote it down. I'm not too sure. There's like
Uh,
this. He almost
Fucking Big Cass, right?
yeah, he almost
Yeah,
suplexed Big Cass, and there's a pop to that. They're like, oh shit, that would have been dope, but I'm
that would
glad
have
that
been dope.
they stopped that because we could see potentially a little feud with that. You could have it where basically like Cena versus Big Show kind of thing.
Yep.
That would be
And
pretty cool to see.
we talked about it, right? Like where we wanted to see Hook get into a more meaningful match where he's
And
back.
this is it. Yeah,
And
this
this
is
is
it.
it. You know what I mean? Give him a big, a big piece of the pie, and have him take on somebody that's not a jobber, that's not gonna lose in a quick fashion. Just put him to the test.
That's right, man. The Elite versus Death Triangle. One thing that impressed me here because they're wrestling all over the damn arena, man.
Yeah.
Backstage and the fans, all that. I like that. Matt Jackson brought back those suplexes down the ramp. I don't know if you've seen that on New Japan, where he's just like suplexing all the way down the ramp. That shit is cool, bro. I like
Oh
to see
shit.
that.
That
It's a badass spot.
the elite, man. The elite fucking oh my god, dude. I'm glad that the series is now tied 3-3.
It just this one this definitely brings me back to Triple H. Oh no, was it Booker T versus Chris Benoit, best of seven United States
Best of
Championship
seven. Yeah,
Series.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember they were doing that for a while. There's a lot of matches that they had something that the best of seven, but the Chris Benoit, what you call it, Chris Benoit Booker T best of seven was always a classic, man. When you get to number seven, I think they finished it. Was that SummerSlam, I believe?
No, I think it was on a regular SmackDown,
Oh,
and Booker T didn't wrestle the last match. Randy Orton had to step up
oh,
for him. Randy Orton ends up beating Chris Benoit for the United States Championship. And as a fucking diehard Randy Orton fan at that time, I was just like pissed off. I'm like, no, keep the fucking belt, bro. Like technically, in my head, you won the United States Championship. You're a two-time United States champion, but nah, he won it for Booker T. But I was pissed off because I was like, damn, I would have loved to see fucking Randy with the United States title, but
yeah.
it never happened.
It never happened. Randy's a Grand Slam winner though at this point, right?
Yeah, he won the United States title from Bobby Roode.
That's right.
But I still, hey, that's still a two-time champ right there.
It is, brother. The ending of this show, Samoa Joe and Wardlow for the TNT title. Oh
Choked
my
out.
god, man, choked out. I'm glad they're keeping the title on Samoa Joe. Uh, then again, you and I also know why that they're keeping the title on Samoa
Yeah,
Joe.
we do.
You know, like you've got. I mean, the moment you start fucking giving, I'm not saying Samoa Joe is the kind of guy that's gonna dip out like when shit gets, because he never does. He stays. You know, what I mean, he sees shit through. If that was the case, he would have probably left Impact a long time before he actually did leave Impact. But I mean, there's no secret about it. He's a Triple H guy. You know,
And
but
beating Wardlow twice, I mean, that's crazy, bro. Like that's a big push right there to me.
that is, and Wardlow's supposed to be one of the not pillars, but one of the AEW originals. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, we see Darby Allin come out with the skateboard and attack them. I thought that worked well because Samoa Joe attacked them and did all this stuff, and
Yeah,
that kind of made sense. So you know what, this Dynamite actually made a lot of sense. It was a good one.
it did. It allowed a lot of the storylines to continue to build up and brew. Uh, I also noticed in that 6-man tag, the Elite versus Death Triangle, I think they try to preserve Kenny Omega a lot and not put him in such high spots. He's got a big match coming up this week. Was it on Wednesday? You know, so all in
Can't wait
all,
for that, man.
bro, it was a great episode of Dynamite. Tony Khan did it again. Just continue on with putting on great shows.
Bro,
That's
it's
it.
crazy that we're already moving on to SmackDown. Good.
Friday Night SmackDown. Oh my gosh, dude! I talk about the way to open a show. Bray Wyatt coming out, and mind you, I'm still high off the night before of the whole Bray Wyatt interaction I had. I
Oh,
was like, fuck that. I'm clearing up. I'm getting home early from work. I'm turning on fucking SmackDown. Even though I get off at 4, I'm turning on Fox until 7 or until 8. And fuck, dude.
and Uncle Howdy didn't disappoint this time, bro. He disappointed the last time, just looked too gimmicky, the whole fake laugh. But this was really great, man. We get to see the mask was cut right where you can see his
Yep.
and there's a picture right now. And this is a
Yep.
good one, man. Look, let me show you right now. And this one looks really good. Well, besides this, besides Ricky Maivia.
Oh shit!
But dude,
Like you could tell, like by his body figure too. If you compare him and Bray, they're both from kind of the same stature
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like there's no doubt about it. I mean, I know people were saying like, oh, it's probably Vincent or Dutch. I'm like, I don't know, man. The mannerisms and it's the way that he kind of he projected himself in that picture alone. Like, fuck, man. There's if it's not Bo Dallas, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna accept I was wrong, but
And it's crazy, man, because John Cena's dad predicted. Oh, he was the one. I think even to tell Vince McMahon a message like, why are they not do like Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas could be the new Undertaker and Kane? And I laughed when I first heard that comment. Like it just sounded so stupid to me. But now it makes sense. I mean, this could be your new Undertaker and Kane. I mean, it could. It could.
and the fact that they're real life brothers
Yeah,
also
real life
adds
brothers. Yep.
also adds into the perception of it
And
being
great
something, right?
wrestlers. Bo Dallas is a great wrestler, man. That's why he was NXT champ. He's a great
Gotta
wrestler.
you gotta believe, my brother. Believe.
Believe.
And I love how fucking LA Knight is fucking so dumbfounded about
Oh,
everything.
and it's funny, man.
Yep,
He's
it's
the
fucking
best.
hilarious,
He's
dude.
just the best on the mic, man. Just don't even have him wrestle. Just let him talk on the mic.
Nope. And you know what made me fucking feel bad? Bray Wyatt came out and he grabbed the mic and I looked at his hand and he had the fingers taped.
Yeah,
He had his
they're
fingers
taped
taped.
right between. Yeah, I saw that
Bro,
too.
I was like, fuck, dude. I want a couple of my people that follow me on Instagram, they messaged me like, hey, great job. I was like, wow. All right.
Hey, great job. Look what you do, Bray Wyatt this match back then.
You know what I say to them? You know what? If you were in my position and Bray Wyatt was literally right here in front of your face, you
Right.
would have said, it's not like I knew his hand was right here. He was like reaching out. So I grabbed that fucking mandible claw hand and I was like, yeah. I was like,
Animal claw head. But it was
bro,
fun.
man.
It was crazy too because he goes like this and like you just like grabbed it, but it was funny because why would he do that? I guess he was still showing people
That's
his hand was broken, but
that's what
I
I'm
mean, man,
saying,
people
dude.
are drunk, they're drinking, they're excited. I mean, it
Oh, yeah, I
was
was. Believe me, I was all of the above that you just said. I was drunk, I was drinking, and I was hella excited, man. I was man, but no, it was a crazy way to continue on the story. The entire presentation of Uncle Howdy is fucking insane. The
right. Even to that
music,
walk where he's going like this, he went
yeah,
like it looked like that Jeepers Creepers vibe, man. I was just
that,
like,
that music, the fucking
was
eerie.
badass,
I was
bro.
like, oh shit! And Uncle Howdy is just one of the Wyatt Six.
Yeah.
When WWE had trademarked for Uncle Howdy, they also trademarked for Uncle Harper as well. So
Oh,
you never know
man,
if there's
Uncle
another guy.
Harper.
The storyline is gonna be fucking crazy as it continues to
Yeah,
roll.
it's gonna be like the White family, but on steroids. Like that's what it is. Like it's
That's a
gonna
great
be
way
the
to
real
describe it.
horror. Like it's gonna be the real thing. And
Yeah.
yeah, put the full potential on that shit. I mean, it's gonna be big. Solo versus Sheamus, man. I was surprised because damn, Solo wins again, bro, and he wins by the
Yep.
Samoan Spike. Damn, that was
Yep.
badass.
What's badass was that he's fucking you know what I love about Sheamus is when he hits that the 10
The 10
what do you call it?
chops, right?
Yeah, the 10 chops to the chest. When he
Yeah.
continues on, it seems like he only does that shit to Solo Sikoa, where he goes past 10. I'm like, golly, he's sending receipts
Oh
right
yeah, like he goes fast 10 and then like five more times fast. Yeah.
because even at the live show, like he did it to Solo again, but he went to like fucking 17. I have a video of it, and he was just like, I was, everyone stopped counting at 10, and my drunk ass was like, 11,
Oh,
12.
crazy.
Like, you guys not watch SmackDown? You don't know he does this shit all the time to Solo Sikoa? I was like, geez. But great match, man. Solo Sikoa is fucking promising, dude. He took a lot of fucking hard, stiff fucking bumps to this match, man.
Ooh, so I gotta ask you, man, what the hell did you think about Charlotte versus Ronda, man?
Oh my god. I
And
mean,
did you hear her botch? Like, I mean, oh man, everybody not botch, but like everybody was laughing at her because she was all like, "Oh, how about we do this at SummerSlam?" Oh no, you know what? Royal Rumble's faster.
right around the corner, I was like,
And then she said something. Oh, it's a lot sooner.
a lot-
A lot sooner.
she's not she's not made for the mic because she does fuck up a lot of things that she says. Man, but
I was not fucking expecting Charlotte. And you know what's even crazier is that they fucking changed her theme song, right? It's not
Oh yeah, I think
it's
it
the
sounds
Rick.
better.
When I heard the Ric Flair, this is the original Ric Flair intro. When I heard that, I was like, "Oh shit, it's Charlotte, man!" But she's got some work done on her face. You could tell, but
Unless it's a lot of freaking makeup, man. It's like
less
layers and layers of makeup.
I tripped the fuck out. I wasn't expecting it. I was tripping out that they ran Raquel and Ronda again. I mean, I was
Great match, great match.
it was a great match. They had run the same match the night before too in Miami, but I wasn't expecting the whole fucking Charlotte Flair coming out, bro.
You know what? And I was kind of pissed because I'm like, man, why couldn't you do that at the Royal Rumble? I'm watching that shit live.
I couldn't. You know what I mean? Right? Like, why? What was the whole purpose of sending her out? Of sending Ronda to do this entire title run, and then you bring Charlotte back
I know.
and give her the title on the
Last
same night.
SmackDown of 2022.
You know what I mean? Like it's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but then again, you're gonna put your money where your mouth is. You know what I mean? Where's
To
your
me, man, that was a badass SmackDown, bro.
Yeah,
That it was packed, bro. 15,000 plus, and
yep, Tampa.
all for Cena, bro. I think that Cena did sell it out.
He did. Most definitely that pop that he had was well deserved. What made me sad was he has the big bald spot in the back of his
I
head.
know,
I was
bro. When I
like,
saw that, I was like, shit,
I was like,
Cena, get a
no
hair
way.
transplant, like how Randy got a fucking hair transplant. What's going on,
And
bro? You got all those millions.
I was
Bro's
sitting there
sitting
like,
on like $86 million right now. What'd you say?
right, right, and I'm sitting there like, man, am I fucking getting that old? There's no fucking way. This is John Cena, dog. When I saw that, it tore me up a little bit inside. Like this is
And
my
it,
fucking.
it
Oh,
sucks too, man, because it's just like LeBron James. It's like I'm getting LeBron James vibes around here.
indeed, bro. But it wouldn't be a great wrestling year if John Cena didn't wrestle at least once, right?
That's right. Oos, I gotta tell you this right now, bro. This is the funniest shit. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm telling my bro, hey man, they're roasting Top Dollar, man. Uh
Oh yeah,
Bro,
dude.
everybody backstage was roasting Top Dollar. I was laughing, bro. Like
Oh, because of his because of his,
yeah, like
his
everybody's just like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that move anymore. And then Ricochet tells him something else, and then Top Dollar gets pissed. He just pushes him, and okay, this is good. I like this. They're going heel now.
yep. They need to take uh Hit Row into a different direction, bro, because you can't. I don't know. They can't get over his faces. Turn
Yeah,
heel. You know what I mean?
face
See,
Top Dollar gives me Uncle Phil vibes.
yo,
I
wow.
like that one picture where they have they got Top Dollar dancing and they got Uncle Phil's face. Bro, that's my favorite
Wow.
picture of all time, man.
That's
Whoever did that is a
crazy.
genius.
That's crazy, dog. I don't. That I If I was him, if I was AJ Francis, I would not be taking the disrespect that I'm. Then again, when you're that size, I mean that tall, the last thing you want to do is try and do a fucking, what's it called, a suicide dive over the top rope,
Yeah,
bro.
man, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, man.
And neither do I, man. But then again, I can't hate him. I can't get mad. I can't fucking hate on him.
No, I don't
That
hate
dude
the
is
guy. It's just he's entertaining, he's funny. Bro, we got the pitch black match announced for the Rumble
yep.
between LA
LA
Knight
Knight,
and
Bray Wyatt.
Wyatt. Yes, sir.
And if Bray Wyatt looks anything like the way he does live, like recently, he's in fucking phenomenal shape. If we're not wrestling,
Wow, man,
we're not wrestling.
you got to see him wrestle. Shit, bro. How did he look? You said was he like he got faster or what? Like he's better like in the ring or what do you think?
I wouldn't say he's gotten faster or he looks better in the ring. It just looks like he hasn't wrestled for over 600 days, bro.
Yeah.
The way he wrestled shouldn't look like he was. It doesn't look like he was off for 600 days. It looks like he was continuously wrestling. Like he didn't miss a single step.
Oh
He,
hell yeah.
you know what I mean? He knew how to carry himself in the ring and cadence himself and play his ear to the crowd. The entire crowd, the entire night, during that Bray Wyatt match, everybody was tuned in. They turned off. So normally for the live shows, they keep the stage. They keep it lit up with the banner across it through every match. But
They
for that
turned it
Bray match,
off.
They turned it off. They turned off the arena lights, and they just had the what you call the overhead lights that they build above the ring. They just had those on shining down.
Oh shit,
So
that sounds good. Like this is already gonna lead up to the Fiend. You're gonna see because remember every time the Fiend would wrestle, it would be in red. So
yeah,
I'm glad that they did that. To me, it sounds a little bit more gritty, more like turn off the garbage. Like let's just there you go. Let's
just
focus on the
watch
match. Yeah.
wrestling. And this storyline, man, it's one of the main reasons I really watch SmackDown, or I fucking I'm eager to watch SmackDown is because I want to see where they're gonna take this story next, and they gave us a real treat this Friday with bringing out Uncle Howdy, man. But to see him live right now, bro, was a blessing, man. It was so great to fucking watch Bray Wyatt live. And a lot of people are mad. They're mad at the Madison Square Garden crowd because they got to see him wrestle live first. And they're like, wow, just fuck the fans, right? I'm like, well, I mean, these guys can't just we can't just put Bray Wyatt out on a fucking, a televised event and expect him to fucking perform at the level that he does. Give him some fucking house shows to work to get his feet wet, you know what I mean? So I think he met the expectation of him coming back into the ring.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good, man. And you're lucky, man, to see him wrestle.
Bro, you're gonna fucking see him live at the Royal
It's
Rumble,
black.
bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, but at least you saw it, man. That's badass. You got to shake Bray Wyatt's hands. Hey, let's move on, Oos, to moment of the week.
Oh, moment of the week for me is definitely gonna be what you call it's definitely gonna be the Uncle Howdy incident, man.
Right.
That's for me is number one, man. It's been a long time coming since his debut, right?
Did
Since
you
his
see how everybody was captivated? Like no one said nothing in the arena. They're just like
no one.
focused on what's going on. That was nuts, man.
And it's hard to kind of take in a moment like that in today's crowd where everyone's kind of so opinionated and biased, or they're
Exactly.
automatically either cheer or boo most of the time if they don't agree with this. No one made a single peep during this fucking segment, man. Everyone
No,
was
yeah, that's
silent.
like yeah, that's like rowdy attitude era vibes right there, where
Yep,
all the
most
people are
def.
captivated.
And Uncle Howdy's mask, like you said earlier in the podcast of the episode, it's cut over here above the upper lip,
Yeah, I
and
want that mask just so I can make a video with that.
it reminds me of. Do you remember when Undertaker in the late '90s had a mask?
Yes,
Just giving
yes,
him
with the
these
purple
masks, like, yep,
gloves and that silver mask, whatever he was
yep.
wearing. Yes,
It's
bro.
giving
That
me Mask
that
Taker
was my
vibes.
favorite Undertaker man of all time.
Mask Taker was, I think it was kayfabe. He broke his nose, right, or something, and he didn't want to take off. So fucking Vince said, "Oh, wear this mask," and it
It
worked
was
for him.
badass, bro, because sometimes he would have the purple gloves and then sometimes he'll have the silver
Yep.
grayish kind of gloves. And I don't know, bro. Like to me, that's just my childhood. Like seeing that Undertaker at on the WWF game, WrestleMania or whatever it was called. It's like an arcade game, kind of like a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat kind of game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They have Undertaker with the purple gloves and bro,
The
like
mask.
that was bad. Yeah, that was badass, bro.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's you, brother? What was your moment of the week?
my moment of the can't even talk. My moment of the week was Uce Juice breaking Bray Wyatt's hand. I mean, that shit
Oh,
was
fuck
crazy, bro.
off!
Like,
Oh my
that's my moment of the week, bro.
god!
For real, that was epic,
Son of
man.
a
To see Uce grabbing that head and
Oh,
breaking.
I didn't fucking mean it, bro. I didn't know his hand was broken.
Yeah,
I
but
swear to God.
doesn't that sound badass? Like it's not embarrassing. It's like it's nothing like that to me. It's just like badass. Like you broke Bray Wyatt's hand.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
damn.
I'm gonna fucking tell my kids about that. Are you kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, damn. Like it's like it's the best thing. Like if I was the guy that broke Bray Wyatt's hand, I would be happy as fuck, bro.
No, I'm not saying it's like I'm very fucking
I'm
head
being
over heels for the fact,
sarcastic.
but no, like I get it, but like I just fucking, bro. His hand was there. I thought he was, like reaching out his hand to shake it, which I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he was, but now that I think about it, he was trying to show us like, oh, I broke my finger.
yeah. Like it's
My
wounded, guys.
my ass went, yeah, like, like yeah. And then like I looked at him and he was like, yeah, I broke my finger. I was like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. He looks at me, and goes, oh yeah, look. I was like,
I was like, all right. I looked back in the camera. I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck,
That shit was that was
man.
the clip of the fucking century, guy.
Oh, bro, man. I posted it on Facebook too, a part of this pro wrestling community that they have, this Facebook group,
Oh
and
hell yeah!
I got grilled, not in like a demeaning way, but like everyone was joking too. I was like, "Hey, man, what are you what are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do, Bray Wyatt? If anybody, any wrestler is this close to your face and they reach out their hand to you, 9 times out, even if you fucking hate the guy, even if it was fucking what's his fucking name, Javier Bernal in front of me, if you put his fucking hand, I'm gonna give him a high five, not knowing if his
I'm
hand is.
glad they haven't showed that guy on NXT. I'm glad, man. Hopefully they get rid of that guy.
Yeah, I think they fucking watched our last episode. I think they watched episode 6, and they said maybe they don't fucking like this guy. Like, yeah, we kind of really don't. I mean, what it is, man. But
In Shawn
yeah,
Michaels' voice, yeah, he said that. He was like, "Well, maybe we're not gonna invest in this guy.
it doesn't work for me, brother.
Doesn't work for me, brother." Shout out to
Um,
Hogan.
shout out to Hogan. But that was a great fuck wrestling moment of the week, man. Moving on. Retro moment of the week, brother. What do you have?
I got a great series of matches in New Japan Wrestling.
Okay.
These were in Wrestle Kingdom, and I gotta say, man, these were my favorite matches. Man, I would stay up till 4, 5 a.m. to just watch this.
I have a feeling.
Okada
Yeah,
versus
and
Kenny
Omega.
Omega.
Yeah.
What can I
At,
say? What can I say, man?
at a point where I was when the first Omega Okada came out was announced, that's when I was pro Bullet Club. I loved Bullet Club, but I was anti anything outside of WWE. So if you were outside of WWE, I didn't pay attention to you. I hated on you, except if you're a fucking Bullet Club. If you're a Bullet Club, I fucking loved you. So Kenny Omega was literally one of the only sole reasons I watched anything outside of WWE for the first time ever. I mean, I'd watch like Impact and Ring of Honor here and there, but I never really bought into Japanese wrestling as much as I did. But Omega and fucking Okada, you talk about classic, bro.
Hey, Oos, I can still hear you, bro. I'm just gonna get a beer because I saw that you put up a beer. So
Oh, most definitely, brother.
I gotta get one more, guy.
Take your time, my man. This has been a presentation of Wrestling News and Brews.
Yeah, I gotta get one more, only because I saw that Oos had one more beer.
Oh yes.
But let's roll on, bro. What's retro moment of the week for you, bro?
Oh shit. My retro moment of the week. I'm gonna go ahead and dip right in back into the old ECW days, man.
Hey,
I'm gonna go back to uh fucking what you call, not actually old ECW days, but the ECW One Night Stand 2005. I've been, for some reason, I've been watching this specific pay-per-view closely the past few weeks, and the moment that jumped out to me about that entire pay-per-view was the Paul Heyman, not Paul Heyman, bro, but the Sandman entrance. So they had the main event of that pay-per-view was Sandman and Tommy Dreamer against the Dudley Boys. And Dudley Boys came out in their OG ECW attire, their colorful cut sleeve shirts. But Sandman's entrance is always so captivating to me because pre WWE buyout of ECW was using any fucking theme song they wanted. They didn't have to pay any copyrights to anybody. So what they did was they let Sandman enter into Enter Sandman by Metallica. I think your mic's off, brother. No, I can't hear you.
hear me?
Yeah, there we go. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
So
What's going on right there?
you go back to ECW One Night Stand 2005 and you watch that entrance of Sandman. Uh, what you call it? It's just so fucking awesome, man. Everybody's singing it. It's in the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City, and the entire crowd is going off. And this is the ECW One Night Stand where there was the Raw and SmackDown Crusaders led by JBL and Eric Bischoff, who were anti ECW. and they're all looking pissed as fuck. They've got guys like Kurt Angle, Edge was in there, Chavo Guerrero, fucking all these random heels that were sitting up in the risers, but you got the
Yeah.
whole crowd going nuts, singing along to Enter Sandman. Sandman cracking open a beer, smashing it over his head in true ECW fashion. Then you've got the WWE Crusaders just like, man, fuck this shit. But that's my retro moment of the week, man. I love
And that's the thing, Oos. It's to hear that entrance, to hear that music, and it's just a letdown that when they got the rights to DDP, WWE got the rights to DDP, and they couldn't use Nirvana, like
yeah,
that doesn't work, bro. I don't care what theme song you use over that, it doesn't work.
it doesn't, man. Because a lot of these guys who are outside WWE coming in, they're known for minuscule details like that, like their entrance music, their
Yeah,
presentation, their character. What they did with Cody Rhodes, bringing Cody Rhodes back into WWE from
with that
AEW,
song, I mean,
that's
that's how you know that's Cody.
that's how you know it's Cody. If they would have used Smoke and Mirrors and or his dashing theme song, whatever it may be, I mean, people would have got it. But the nowadays crowd, the wrestling community
Yeah,
today, know Cody Rhodes because of Kingdom, because of the American Nightmare, because of his AEW EVP persona. That's who what when you have guys jumping over from a different competition, a competitive rival coming onto your show, they want to see that character. You know what I mean?
and it's badass that you said that because this man walked into the Ring of Honors, to the All Ins, to all these
Impact.
the New
He
Japan,
walked
Impact, all these great moments where he won the NWA title, and you hear that song in the background, and now you're hearing it in WWE. It's just like, bro, it just makes
Yep,
so much sense.
it makes sense. And Cody had stated in his in one of his post WrestleMania interviews with that he was speaking about the meeting that he had with Nick Khan and Vince McMahon, and when they came, they flew down to Atlanta to him to meet with him,
Damn, what the
and
fuck? I didn't even know that.
yeah, and he stated that that whole meeting was kind of just before meeting with Nick Khan and Vince. He said like he wasn't expecting to take no deal. He was like he just needed closure from the previous chapter, and he said during that entire meeting, like 90% of that meeting between them three was about Liberty, his daughter. You know what I mean? It was kind of
Damn,
showed
wow.
like so he was like being taken like, oh, what the fuck, like, and then at the end of it, like if this is he said like if this is it, like thank you, and they had the second meeting, and Cody told Vince like like if I'm coming back here, like it has to be Kingdom, it has to be the American Nightmare, it has to be this, and then Vince was like, Vince in his exact words was like, well, that's what we're buying. Like
Oh,
we don't want you to change shit like this, and which is the start,
damn.
which is finally showing me like fuck Vince, finally man, you're buying into what the crowd wants. They don't want fucking dashing Cody Rhodes. They don't want
And
Stardust.
and and how the hell does a billionaire come up with storylines and, like, you know what I mean? Not everybody's rich in this world, but how does a billionaire uh know what's going on in the world? Like, bro, I don't know, bro. That's why I'm just like, I'm kind of glad that he's gone, because at least with Triple H, it's just like everything it makes sense. I mean, it's
Yep.
just like
And he knows, like, he even said it himself. The business and the industry of wrestling has evolved, man.
it evolved.
It's not about these colorful characters and these larger than life personas, like the wrestlers
Right,
are
and that
great.
cartoon gimmicks that he was doing before. I
Yeah,
mean, damn.
it's not about none of that. You know what I mean? It's these indie wrestlers, these vanilla midgets that he that he said, like these guys are the ones that are fucking putting on shows. You know what I mean?
Right.
Omega, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, fucking Cody Rhodes, fucking all these other guys. You know what I mean? Even guys over in Impact. You've got guys like Josh Alexander, uh, people like fuck. There's so many guys I can't name off the top of my head. Ricky Starks is a fucking awesome talent. You know what I mean? Like you got the more undersized guys nowadays, the indie wrestlers, the pro wrestlers. That's what fans are marketing
Yeah,
to.
they're the ones that's taking over right now.
Yep. Nobody gives a rat's ass about fucking Omos or
Right, bro.
you know what I
Leave
mean?
that
Like
guy out of TV, man. And I don't
yeah,
know why the hell he had a WrestleMania match with Bobby Lashley.
I don't
Uh,
either, bro. I really fucking don't, dude.
Oos, I gotta talk. Let me talk to you, Oos. We got a
Yeah.
yeah, we got a rumor of the week.
Rumor, go ahead, brother. Why don't you start us off?
All right, man. Rumor of the week. This is a great one, man. I'm actually happy to announce this. Roman Reigns to drop one of his titles before WrestleMania, and I'm guessing the WWE Championship at the Elimination Chamber. That makes the most sense to me.
But who? But who? Do you have any
Woo,
insights on?
woo,
Woo!
woo.
Do you have any insights on who might be the guy, or were there any names that were kind of thrown around for that match?
No, man. I'm the one
None.
that I didn't hear this from nowhere. Well, the dropping the titles, yeah. But I'm the one that said Elimination Chamber because I mean it just makes the most sense. I mean he ain't gonna
Yeah.
drop it at the Rumble. I can tell you that right now.
And if we look at it, if we kind of put together, because ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been watching this fucking podcast from episode one, me and this guy have been calling shit, not off of leaks, but off of just shit that makes sense, and it's all come to fruition. Me and Jay Escomain. So, if we're looking at it the right way, right? Elimination Chamber this year takes place in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. There are two guys that are fucking huge names in WWE right now involved with Roman Reigns that are from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Right there you
You
go.
got Kevin Owens
And
and you
Sammy,
got Sami Zayn. Now, if we're gonna make it make fucking sense, it
yeah,
only makes sense if the guy that's gonna win it is not Sami Zayn, because obviously at this point, I think the whole Sami and Roman feud is probably gonna take place either before Mania or at Mania. So there's no sense in him beating fucking Roman for the title. Kevin Owens, however, mind you this. Kevin Owens has re-signed a contract, or he signed his new contract. Was it last year, a couple years ago, when he had all the motivation to go to AEW?
yeah.
He did an interview a couple of weeks ago where he had told, I think, Sports Keto
But he's not
or
going nowhere.
PWI, that he only has 2 years on his
Hmm.
contract left, and there's no reason for him to leave.
Yeah.
Why would he say that if he wasn't told that he's going to be put into a high? He's already in a high fucking position as it is, but it only makes sense that he takes on a world championship that was a part of that deal, and he is a Triple H guy. You know what I mean? So
I mean the
if
guy wrestled Steve Austin, so I mean
you know, right, dude,
I
like
would already have been happy with that. To me, that's a championship right there. Like that
mhm,
counts as one.
you don't need nothing
Who
else
the
more in
hell
your
is gonna
career.
wrestle Steve Austin? Like
You're right,
it's
and
mind blowing to me. It's like what the hell? This guy Stone Cold Steve Austin work with you? That's
yep,
like the biggest accomplishment I would have under my belt.
19 years after his last match, bro. His last match was 19 years ago at Safeco Field at
I
WrestleMania 19,
still can't believe he wrestled, bro.
and he came back and had a fucking match with none other if and they didn't just put any random ass fucking jobber or Joe in that. They
Mhm.
put fucking Kevin Owens in that
Right.
match, bro. You know what I mean?
Oos, what's your rumor of the week?
My rumor of the week, and I am hoping that this holds true, is that what you call the winner of the Royal Rumble this year, there are three
Hmm.
names that were tossed into that. One of which is Cody Rhodes,
Rock.
two is The Rock, and three was supposed to be Sami Zayn.
What the hell,
Now,
Sami Zayn?
now, all of which of the decisions make it right, but the one that I heard that is supposed to be the definitive winner is supposed to be Cody Rhodes. Reason why is because number one, Cody Rhodes is supposed to be one of the guys that's supposed to take that. That was all a part of his deal coming back to WWE. He's gonna win the big one.
Hmm.
Number two, it doesn't make sense. Not that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for Sami Zayn to win the title, or to win the Royal Rumble, because right now he's in a position where he can have a match with Kevin Owens at WrestleMania and or Roman Reigns or whoever it might be, and it'll be a meaningful match. The Rock, the Rock and Roman Reigns, which is supposed to be slated for WrestleMania 39, does not need a fucking title. It does
Hmm.
not need to be uh booked to be for any title or for any prestigious fucking prize whatsoever. Just the storyline between The Rock and having The Rock's name and Roman Reigns' name in the same match. That's a fucking 5-star match before it even fucking happens, dog. You know what I mean?
It has to be the Universal title for sure. Rock versus Roman Universal title. I
Yep.
just see it, man. It has to happen.
And they did. As a matter of fact, adding on to this rumor of the week, they did. The Rock's
I think his latest episode of Young Rock
Showed
came
the
out,
universal title
and it
right in the
showed the
background.
universal title. And if you know, like, I mean, for all you guys watching, if you guys know, anytime a wrestler wins any title in their career, they're given a replica
Right.
of that exact title to put as a showcase in your house. And this show, the Young Rock, is of the Rock in the future, running for president in the
Hmm.
future. So if this is the Rock in the future, him having a universal title on his collection of titles that he's won in his display case only tells me one thing, that future Rock is gonna have that in his case. So that means in the past, which is
Gave me
now,
goosebumps right now. And
you know what I mean?
one time, and there's this one episode too where Roman Reigns is watching TV. He's all like, "Oh, I wanna fight that guy" or something like that. And then
He
that
said,
one,
"Acknowledge me." He
yeah, and
said,
that's there's the only place like that is for WrestleMania, right? That
"Yeah, the only place for a match like that big would be at a
yeah,
WrestleMania."
at WrestleMania.
Woo! Just thinking about it, man.
And
The
he does that,
storyline.
and The Rock is smart, man. He does that for the fans. He knows that all these people are watching. Why wouldn't he throw hints like that?
Right, in his own fucking way. And it's not like the Rock is a Vince guy, but him and Triple H are fucking boys, dude. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
for
you
sure,
know what I
man.
mean? Like, wait, let me. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ricky Maivia.
Ricky Maivia, yeah, look at that. He
Ricky
got the
Maivia.
man purse and everything.
He's got the merch. He's got the buff lesbian costume going
Right, I
on.
had to do that, Oos. So hopefully, we'll start getting. We'll do something where we'll say the image of the week or
We'll
something
do the
like
image of
that.
the week.
We gotta do that, man.
So, being that this is the New Year's episode, I wanted to add on one more segment before we call this quits. So, we did talk about this past week, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a question, Jescomayne. And I
Okay.
know it's kind of on the fly because we didn't talk about this pre-show, but
Hmm.
I feel like might as well. It's the New Year.
Yeah, yeah.
Jescomayne, if you could go back into the past right now and pick any professional wrestling match or moment that happened and change the result of it, what would it be and why?
Right, and we discussed this, Oos, and you caught me on the fly. Like I was trying to think and think and think, right? And this is great, man. We're gonna add this to the next episode for sure. We can remove something, or we just add this. And this is a great topic, man. We're just gonna talk about what would you have done different in this match, or the outcome, or however. And I love it. It's to me it sounds entertaining. So the five finger point, what is five finger point of doom or death, whatever they call it,
Oh, the finger point
where
of doom, Kevin
right
Nash.
where Kevin Nash he does he poke Hogan or does Hogan poke him? Right,
Hogan pokes him.
right, and Kevin Nash falls and Hogan pins him. Right,
Yep.
and, I
Hogan
mean
pins him.
it could have been that, or it could have easily been David Arquette winning the world championship.
Oh God, yeah.
And
I think it was all running off of the high of that.
it's so funny that when you bring this up, I go my go to is WCW. I mean, I could have talked about WWE and this and that or whatever, but that was my go to right there first, WCW. Or what's yours,
Yeah.
Zeus?
Mine's and I had spoken about this on the Bright Wall podcast a few months ago. I would change the Triple H and Sting and outcome.
Oh yeah, what was that? I know what they are doing, bro, because it was like, oh, WWE has to win. Okay, what's your
Right.
take on it?
I get that. Like I get that. WWE has to beat WCW, but you know what? This match was so fucking. It was built to be so great, and it could have been so fucking great, but
Hmm.
the way WWE went about this match was so wrong in so many ways. Instead of making it about Sting having his WWE debut, they made it about WCW versus WWE. They made it
Hmm.
about the NWO versus DX when it didn't have to be. Like
Yeah, it didn't have to be.
this is about Sting's a culmination of Sting's career of being the only loyal WCW guy who never made the jump, and you make it about WCW versus WWE, and then to top it off, you have Triple H go over on him. Like Triple H has had so many fucking memorable WrestleMania moments. WWE already put WCW out of business. Like we're talking about Steve Borden, the man now, a loyal fucking WCW guy who went about his business, making his name across the world as relevant without having to go to WWE. But then they put Triple H over, and he was at the time the most highly touted guy. Like oh, Sting's gonna debut, Sting's gonna come to WWE. And when he finally did, he was the most marketable guy that you had. There's so many ways you could make money off of Sting, from merchandise of his face paint into a mask to his bat. There's so many ways you could make money off of Sting and his own gimmick itself, and then you have him lose at the biggest stage of it all, his biggest match of his career. Like, I would have had definitely not have him squash Triple H. Had that match continue to be a great match like it was, but Sting would have came out the winner if I would have booked that match. To be
Yeah,
honest,
man. To me, it was just old. It was like old school. I know it was a whole Vince idea for sure because it sounded old. Like it's not like Sting is young where he can do a badass match and this and that. It's just like they bring this extra stuff from the past. It just makes it old. The match look old to me because you get Hogan and Scott Hall who can barely fucking walk. And it's just like you kind of didn't really need any of that. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, it was pretty cool, right? It was like a cool pop and whatever. But in a way, it's just like if you wanted to do this, you fucking should have done it in the 90s. You should have done it in the 2000s, at least in the early 2000s. This makes no sense to do it all these years later, and you have Triple H literally bury the guy with a sledgehammer.
right, man. Like,
One cool thing about that match, I did like where Shawn Michaels did switch in music, Sting. That was pretty fucking cool.
yeah,
But yeah, aside from that, I would have had Sting at least win.
I did like the fact that it put a certain someone in a fucking shitty situation. X-Pac, who's the only known member of the Clique to have been a part of both the NWO and
Right.
DX. Well, I mean, Shawn Michaels was a part of NWO for a brief moment,
Damn,
but
you brought that up. Oh
but
my
you know what,
god.
like. You know what? In its prime and glory days, Sean Waltman was the only guy. So it was crazy when the NWO music hit, and Waltman's the only one on the ramp, and he's looking at NWO, looking at DX. He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Buddy, like that was great." But
What? Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even pay attention to that part. Damn, that was good that you said that because
yeah.
man, I gotta look back and look at that because I didn't even notice that.
So yeah, if you time it to where NWO's theme song hits,
Yeah.
Billy Gunn and X-Pac are outside of the ring, but X-Pac is the only one that's kind of on the ramp, and he's staring at
Oh,
Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and he's looking back at DX.
hey,
And then
that's cool. That's cool to that. I didn't
it
even
was a
notice
little
that.
Easter egg. They kind
Yeah,
of
there you go. That's
there,
a
so
Easter egg. That's I was gonna say Easter egg, but yeah, for sure that was.
if you were a fan of WWE, of WWF and WCW in the '90s, that little fucking that little fucking salt.
Yeah, man.
On
Yeah,
that, it would have made
exactly.
sense.
Because he was with NWO for a while too, bro. And then
Yeah, six pack, man.
comes back to Monday Night Raw. Triple H introduces him and he comes out. Yeah, that was a crazy pop too, man. But Oos, that was wrestling news and booze. I'm
That
gonna
was
kill this.
Yep. Before we smash this, I want to let everybody know. Thank you guys for tuning in to the entire for 2022, 2023 is up.
Happy New Year, guys.
I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be here next week, so Jescomayne is gonna go ahead and take the reins next week. I'm gonna be off on a little vacation up in the Northeast in New Jersey. So
Oh yeah,
wrestling
man.
news and brews in
There you go.
2023. We're gonna have a great fucking year, buddy. Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys. Me and King Bresco will be holding it down. But yeah, man, safe travels and Happy New Year, Oos.
Thank you, my brother. Wrestling news and brews. Have a great week, and always remember to be too sweet.
Sweet.